Potatoes are a great ingredient. I mean, you can use them in so many different ways, and they're filling. They're absolutely fantastic. I love potatoes. Just the thing is that you have to use them right. You have to make them right. And today, in this video, I am going to make the perfect potatoes. So I'm going to start out simply by peeling the potatoes. You can use whatever potato you prefer. I'm going with a butter potato or like a golden potato. This is just going to be great for this recipe. This is what I would prefer for this. And I'm just going to do this for about 5 potatoes. That should be enough. Once I finish peeling these potatoes, I'm just going to go ahead and give them a rinse. And then I'm going to shape the potatoes. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to make these potatoes flat on the long side. I'm just actually going to use this measuring cup and we're going to create the shape. Alright, so basically we have this almost, little puck shape. So this is what we're going to use here. We're going to put it aside. Alright. And here's our next, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that for all 5 potatoes. Okay, so on the stove top I have a cast iron skillet that's heating up because I'm going to sear the potatoes. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick prep on some garlic and an onion. Okay, so I'm going to start with the onion, cut off the end. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to peel it real quick. Make some quick work of these onions. This is really the way I like to cut the onions. It makes it super simple when mincing some onions. It also helps reduce that burning sensation that onions can give. Lately I've been liking to grate garlic because it's easy to do. It makes quick work of it. Makes it nice and fine as well. So I'm going to go ahead and grate up a few garlic cloves. 3 or 4 is fine. Really kind of depends upon the size of the garlic cloves. I love garlic in my food. Garlic is very aromatic. It smells fantastic, tastes fantastic, adds a little bit of pungent and bitterness to the food. Personally, I like that. I find that enjoyable. So the cast iron's nice and hot. I'm going to add a little bit more oil. Now I'm going to add the potato to get a nice sear on here. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up. While the potatoes are searing and browning up, I'm going to go ahead and add a few ingredients together because I'm going to mix that and then combine that with the vegetable stock just to really add like a richness, umami flavor. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to add some vegetable base, some molasses, and I'm going to add some umami sauce, which is basically like some rice syrup, tamari sauce, soybean sauce. Pretty simple. And I'm just going to give this a quick little mix. I'm going to help bring it together by adding a little bit of vegetable stock. Now I'm going to be adding, definitely a good amount more of this vegetable stock when it comes time. But this is just to, again, add in some more richness to the vegetable stock when we cook it up. I'm going to flip these potatoes over. All right, let's take a look at side number 2 for these potatoes. This is looking good. gonna actually leave these on this side and add a little bit more color to the other side before the next step. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and remove these potatoes. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some onion. And the garlic. And I'm gonna add some butter. Okay, so now that that's in, I'm gonna go ahead and add the potatoes back in. And I'm just gonna cover that and let it cook for about 5 minutes. All right, that's looking great. And now I'm gonna add in some fresh thyme. And I'm just gonna toss some of this butter on top of the potatoes. This is smelling really good already, and it already looks good, and we're not even done yet. But at this point, it's time to add the vegetable stock. So I'm gonna begin with the mixture that I made. And then the regular vegetable stock. You're looking to have this liquid about halfway up. It's gonna be great. We're gonna let these potatoes cook in this for about 25 minutes or so, and then we're gonna see about bringing this all together. These look fantastic already. I'm gonna flip them over. The easy part of making these potatoes is done. Now it's time for the hard part, waiting. Those potatoes, they seared and then they braised in that stock. And now I put them in the oven where they're going to bake for about 25 minutes, about 350 degrees. When that finishes up, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it together. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the potatoes, and I'm gonna add a little bit of flour to the leftover liquid, and I'm gonna turn that into a quick, simple gravy, and it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. All right, let's take a look at these potatoes. There we go, it's looking fantastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up, and I'm going to just add a little bit of flour to that sauce, turn that into a quick gravy, and we'll plate it up. All right, so the potatoes are finished. They're plated up. I topped it off with some of that juice with a little bit of flour to make it into a gravy. Threw a little parsley on top. It looks fantastic. It smells incredible. And Let's try it out. That's delicious. First and foremost, it took me a minute to get that on the fork because it cuts like butter. It's super soft, full of flavor. That's absolutely incredible. That's a great potato. And you know what? You could absolutely use my creamy garlic mushrooms, put that on top of these potatoes, and it'd be absolutely fantastic. But like I said, you can just use this dish as it is, add a little flour on the end, make the gravy. You have yourself delicious, perfect potatoes. These are definitely the best potatoes you're ever gonna have. These are so good. I'm gonna eat the rest of these up. Come back and see me soon. I'm your friend with food benefits. I'll see you soon.